Aloha, it's 365 Hawaii.
With Eric and Julie Z. Melissa, behind us is Lake Louise, and then we are in the Canadian Rockies in Banff National Park, and we're going to be doing something fun today.
And you might be asking, why are you guys in Canada? You're supposed to be doing videos in Hawaii, but we are. Today, we're going to talk about hiking, and we're going to give our best hikes of Hawaii and kind of take you along. But while we're doing that, we're going to kind of check out Lake Louise at the same time. So it's kind of like a dual video.
Right, and for our hiking friends, a lot of you guys might have already been here, and we're going to go to the Big Beehive, and it's going to be an amazing view of this beautiful blue lake, and we're going to get a chance to do back and forth. So this is going to be a special one for you guys.
Where are we, Julie?
Okay, so right now we are at Lake Agnes here in Banff, and we are on our way to the top of the Beehive, which looks like an absolutely impossible hike. And I'd say that I have never looked at anything on Big Island and said that's absolutely almost impossible. That's why I like about hiking on Big Island. You're not going to kill yourself. But when we're talking about challenging, we're going to actually tell you a little bit about some of the hikes on Big Island, and we'll start with one that's really popular and not too hard to do, and that's Pololū Valley.
I would say that's the most popular hike that everybody does. And what's interesting about it, it's not that far. It's about, I think it's about half a mile down would be about what it is, and has about a 400-foot elevation gain. But they're kind of rocks, so you kind of have to kind of
work your way. Yeah, there's some technicality there, and
yeah.
You definitely still need to have some thigh muscles to get up and down from that trail.
Right.
But
so
basically you park at the top and then you walk and don't forget to get your nature talk by the stewards that are there. They're going to tell you a little bit about the valley and how to take care of it before you go down.
Yep, the sacredness of the valley too, right?
Yep.
So yeah, check in with them and then you go down, and once you get down there, it is a combination of sand and black rocks, both,
yep,
you know,
and
black sand and white sand,
rocks,
all kinds of sand is
and
down
the little
there.
forest, and the key is staying on the trail.
They blocked off the back part of the valley, so don't go back there. And you have to stop at the end of the valley. There's a trail that goes past that, but you're
good.
Go ahead. But I will say it's quite spectacular going down, and there's one point you get a chance to look out over the ocean, and it is.
Okay, so when you get to this point, look deep inside that cliff area, and you're going to see waterfalls. Right now, further down there, you get to look. But especially when it's sunny, it's just beautiful. Also, don't forget to bring plenty of water and a picnic lunch. We had so much fun having the picnic under the trees. This could be a really great full day for your family.
A little tip is the more towards you go the back of the less people there are. To the other side, it gets only people tend to stop at the beginning.
Right, and telling you, coming into here and just catching all the beautiful views, you'll do the same thing all the way down in almost every switchback on Pololū because it's so beautiful.
So there's Pololū.
Do you guys see behind us is Lake Louise? We're up so high, we climbed at least 1,000 feet to get up to this point. And the next step in our hard and hike, hard and high, it's hot, is definitely the Captain Cook Trail hike.
Captain Cook Monument Trail, yes. Yeah. And okay, so that one, this one is a little more on the advanced side that people haven't done it. What gets this one is you go in the morning, you come back in the afternoon, and the sun bakes you hard all the way up. So here are little stats about it. It's just over 2 miles to get down to it. The good news is once you get down to the bottom, you can go swimming in the bay.
Yep.
That's where all the
you go snorkeling, bring your snorkel gear. That's where the Fairwinds goes in.
Yeah,
that's
they drop in right there.
Bay.
Beautiful fish, everything that. But don't snorkel too hard because you still got to walk up that. And what's interesting about this hike is that on the bottom section, there's a lot of rolly rocks. They're like round lava rocks, and it's 1,800 feet up, and it's exposed for the first, I don't say half is exposed with the sun. In the second half, you kind of go through these cane fields, and so the trick is, depending on how they cut it, there've been people that have been cutting it back and haven't.
Little Julie and Eric cam here. So can you guys see the cane grass behind us? That's the guinea grass she was talking about. This is how tall it was, and it was surrounding the entire trail.
But the problem is that if there's been raining in there, it's very humid in there on top of it.
So bring extra water, you guys. We're not kidding. In fact, make sure that you wear closed-toed shoes. People who wear slippers will tend to slip, and people actually get picked up from that trail by helicopters. And you don't want to be that guy that gets medevaced out of that trail.
Yeah, and one more thing, always include enough water on that one too, because it definitely goes more than you think it's going to go for it.
And again, did you the water? And also, you want to make sure that you get there early because the parking actually is starting to fill up early in the morning. So you're going to park at Napapo Road.
First tip for this going down there is parking. And the answer is parking is always a hot commodity here. It's all the way to the main highway gets filled pretty quickly. There's probably 30 cars there. It's 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. And if they have to, they kind of park around the corner going that way down towards the south on the main Highway 11.
Just also be careful. Don't leave your valuables in the car. People know that you're going to be gone for hours.
They stole our license plate one year. That was very embarrassing. They had a little sticker on it. It was a new sticker. They stole it. I was like, come on, license
don't
plate?
leave your stuff in the thing.
Yeah.
Also, when you get down there, when you have your food, if you go picnicking, one thing that you might not think could happen to you while you're sitting here having your lunch is having a mongoose come up and actually eat your lunch while you're trying to swim. They are very clever and crafty, and just like the chipmunks in Yosemite, they know and they see a tourist coming that's got a peanut butter sandwich. So one thing I'm going to show you how it goes. When you leave your pack out like that, and you say, is it going to be safe? It's not about people. The lady up at the top said there are little mobs of mongoose that eat your stuff and take your things. So just be prepared. And so we're up here and there's chipmunks doing the same thing. So just be careful of those little ratters. And then also when you get to the top, definitely when you see people on the way down again, just if you see people without water and proper shoes, let them know there's a warning.
Okay, so who doesn't love going to the ocean and taking a dip? And included in a hike. And that brings us to our next hike, Kīholo Bay.
Which, the reason I love Kiolo Bay, actually, if you reach up there a little bit, Eric, look down. Okay, blue water, super blue. In fact, the water at Kīholo Bay is almost as blue as Lake Louise. And it used to be even bluer, just like Lake Louise, before the tsunami of 2011. And so if you go, the coolest thing about that is that the top is like 58 degrees fresh water, and the bottom is ocean water, and it's really warm.
Okay, is it cold, Julie?
Oh my gosh, top's really cold, bottom's pretty warm.
Okay, lay out. Show me what it looks like when you relax out there.
Oh, the top is like 58 degrees. So you're kind of floating and you're freezing from here up and then warm from the way down. It's a really cool experience.
It's also where the turtles hang out. They have an island out there that you can kind of walk across or swim to. It's only about 3 or 4 feet deep once you get to the end and kind of get over there. But the turtles all sun themselves up there, and of course, be sure to keep your distance from them. Of course.
And then you have to park out on the highway and then look for the trail in. Don't get on private property. Okay, if it says kapu, don't go on private property. You can go around. There's a trail. You walk along the shoreline, and then you come into the bay.
I would say that the local homeowners around here have made this vibrantly clear which path that they would like you to take to go back out to the roadway. Because when you're building a 30-foot arrow, it says something.
Yeah, it's I would say it's about a mile and a half, something like that.
I'd say more like 2. I don't know. It takes
okay,
longer than you think.
It's fairly flat. It's not difficult
flat. I mean, it's not. It's
hard.
It's not steep. It's just the fact that it's long, and then when you're walking on the shoreline, you're walking on like little pebbles and things like that. So it just takes a little bit longer. But you're going to be walking also on the lava, which is really cool because it's like you'll see this stark black against this super blue. If you love photography, it's a great way to go out there and just shoot it up. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that would definitely be a good hike to do.
Kīholo Bay.
Okay, so you guys, we just got off of an 8-mile hike, and that took us about 5 hours, which brings us to the next hike in Hawaiʻi Island, and that's Pulu Valley, which is about that long too.
Yeah, Pulu Valley is about 7.5 miles, and it's halfway between going on the upper road outside of Kona to Waikoloa. It's about halfway in the middle, and it's a wonderful hike. It's the first 3 miles. There's this long road just kind of rolling.
It kind of surprises you for actually how
it doesn't seem like it's going to be that long, but you keep walking and walking, and then you start to climb.
Okay, so this hike is divided into 4 sections. One is the long uphill asphalt section, and then now we have just finished the steep section past the old house, and now we're actually at the plateau, I guess, and we're going to wrap around the back of the mountain, and the last section is going up that last pua part.
It definitely climbs, right?
Yeah, so basically, if you guys have seen it, I know it's not culturally nice to say jello roll, but you guys will understand that when you see it. It basically is a slow, and then it goes like boom, and straight up like the
devil's, you know, in the Close Encounters of the Third Time. And then, but the thing is that you hike up there, and the view up there is absolutely spectacular. And if you get an early start, you get this beautiful, beautiful view. And sometimes later in the afternoon, it starts to rain. So
yeah, the clouds come in because it's at it's a higher.
And bring plenty of water. Here we go again. And then also, they do have bathrooms at the bottom, and so use those because there's no other bathrooms for the entire hike after that.
Right. And so, okay, so it's kind of like you walk up and then there's a hill on top and you kind of have to walk around the back. When you walk up the back, there's two ways to get up. One is like straight up the middle.
Okay, we're at 1,238 feet, and we have 1,900 to hit, so got a little bit more. As you can see me, it's up a beautiful green hill.
Middle, and then you kind of walk around to the left side from looking at the other side. And the great thing is once you get to the top, you get a great view of everything, and you know, you can look out over it, assuming the weather's good. And then you can come down the backside, and that's kind of a steeper hike, but it's quicker, so you can kind of take your pick of which way you want to go up there.
But neither are easy.
Yeah, and one thing I will say about this hike is that we have gotten, you'll see this, we've gotten rained out pretty hard on this hike, and then it's just not a very, very fun hike when it's drenched in rain.
Yeah, but coming back down, you guys, that's like, it's almost like what happened now. We had to go like downhill, like, I don't know, 4 miles from where we were hiking from, and it just goes on. But one thing about that hike is definitely you feel like you've done something big. And a couple of people have said, you know what, because it's a longer, more challenging hike.
Yay! We did it! 5 hours! But it's done.
That it's a good one to do because hardly anybody is around you, so you definitely feel like you're all alone. And when you get to the top and you look out, literally, you guys, it's a forest. It's like ranch land. There is nothing out there. So if you like to see that you are completely alone, it's a really great hike. And also, just so you guys know, when you see the word pu'u, that is like basically a cinder cone. And so basically that's what it is. You're going to basically see like it's just shaped like right out of the landscape. But it's really good if you are looking for something for challenging, and also it's a great training hike for things like we just went through today.
Don't you just love a good hike? I was just telling Eric that we started hiking together when we first met in July of 1998. So that's like
a long
26
time
years of hiking. And I'd say that this is my most beautiful place I've ever come to.
That's
hiking. Just jaw-dropping, stunning. It's amazing. And you know, I love a good ocean view too. I mean, I do hiking the shoreline trail along West Hawaii. Do that one too. But this has been definitely challenging and definitely cold, hot, and also snow-ridden, and absolutely cool with 3 different lakes as part of it. So if you get a chance to come up here, you guys, this is a beautiful place to come. But also with Hawaii, if you're looking for something and you're not sitting in the snow, and then you also get to just be like, you know, back at the ocean in minutes. Obviously, Big Island's a great place to go hiking.
Which hike do you think is the hardest?
Me personally, I think going down to Captain Cook Bay is pretty hard. It's like almost like this to get back up. It's rewarding because when you get into the bay, you just saved yourself $120 not taking a boat, and you usually can get there before everybody else does, so you get this really great bay experience to yourself. But then you are on the long hike back up in the sun.
Yes,
what's
you
yours?
are. I would agree. Captain Cook is definitely the where to go, and it's most interesting because you're kind of getting 2 things at the same time: being able to jump in the water and go on a hike at the same time.
Yep.
And it's a good hike. There's ones that are like, okay, it's not a good hike, but that's a definitely. I like them a little bit more. You gotta work strenuous to really get you going.
But okay, so obviously we love getting outdoors. We hope that you do too, and we also like making sure.
Whoa, it's getting windy out here.
Okay, so one of our goals with this channel is to give people who are visitors as well as people who live on the island a chance to actually explore and see things through the eyes of us who run around and make it happen. One thing we also do is we make it a little bit easier for people who want to move to the island to buy some real estate, because we sell real estate. But we also make sure that we get people who really love the island and know how to take care of it. And we definitely help you give back by volunteering. If you want to join the 365 Ohana, go to 365hawaiire.com and you can search for home. You can also join our Ohana and you'll kind of like give back to the island and also learn a little bit more about why Island is the best island that you can live in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Thumbs up.
Okay, guys. Aloha.